My name is Aaliyah. I am a 4th semester nursing student. I am currently in my capstone and I am working night shifts. I'm working night shifts on a cardiac progressive care unit, which is actually where I'm going to be working once I graduate. So whenever we were asked like our preference, I picked the type of unit that I wanted as like my #1 preference, and I got that. So I have had 4 capstone shifts so far, and I feel like I'm finally getting my routine down. At first, it was really hard for me to adjust to the night shifts. And I feel like I'm finally getting to that point where I am comfortable doing my routine and not feeling as exhausted and still getting to live my life in the middle of all of that. So anyway, this video is mainly just to show you guys what a day or days in my life is of night shift. It's probably going to be a little chaotic just because night shift is chaotic in general. Please just bear with me if it feels like I'm all over the place. It's probably because I am. But yeah, I'm just going to be taking you guys with me through a day, night, and then the next day of what it looks like to have a night shift. So yeah. Good morning, guys. It is Monday. It is my first night shift of the week tonight. I have it tonight at 7 p.m. is when it starts, and it goes until 7 a.m. So it's the 12-hour shift at night, and it's a pretty brutal night shift, but you know, I only have today, and then my next night shifts aren't until Friday and Saturday this week. So I kind of have a few days off in between. So yeah, I'm really excited to show you guys what I do on the day before a night shift, because I've only done this 4 times so far because I started my capstone a few weeks ago. So I don't have much experience with this yet. This routine that I'm gonna show you today has worked for me for the past 3 shifts. So I think I have a pretty good routine now. It is about 9:30 a.m. Usually the morning before my night shift, I will wake up at a good time. So between 8 and 9 is usually when I wake up. This gives me enough sleep throughout the night, but then it also makes me wake up earlier, and that way I can be productive before my night shift tonight. So today I woke up at like 9 o'clock. And I get productive things done. I make sure that I have things to do on my to-do list that are productive, that I can get done today. That way I feel like I'm doing something with my day. So I have all my laundry that I need to put away. And then another thing that I was gonna try to do was take my test for ATI. If you know, you know, with ATI, it's called VATI, which is virtual ATI, which gets you ready for the NCLEX, but it's required through my school. So each week we have to do these assessments and then review them and remediate them and take post assignments and whatever. But 2 days ago, something really unfortunate happened. I was on my computer, I was drinking green tea, and it was like the kind of green tea that's in a bottle, so it has sugar in it. And I spilled the green tea all over my computer. It wasn't that much, but I think it was enough to get in there. And I immediately like shook it out, I dried it, but I just like in the moment, I didn't think it was that much that it would cause damage. And then now, a day later, my computer will not turn on. And I've tried everything. I've laid it upside down to dry it out, and there's no signs of life. So I think I'm gonna have to take that in and get it repaired. Luckily we have Apple Care. Hopefully it won't be too expensive, but it's just something so unfortunate. And of course this happens as I'm studying for the NCLEX and like doing all these things online. Like it's really great, you know? So, but anyway, so I was gonna work on that today, but now that my computer doesn't work, I'm gonna just take that into Apple tomorrow to get it repaired. So that kind of takes something off of my list today to do. So I'm definitely going to be reading, though. I'm reading Daisy Jones and the Six, and it's so good. I'm obsessed with that book. But anyway, the morning time I usually get things done. I don't like to do anything too active, too tiring, because I'm going to be taking a nap at 12:30, so noon. I usually get in bed at 12:30 and like read my book and blah blah blah. And then at 1 o'clock I fall asleep. And I fall asleep until about 5 o'clock. So I like to have a good 4 hours of nap in there. Do I always get 4 hours? No. Usually I'm just in bed still at 1 o'clock, just like relaxing. I like to at least be in bed for those 4 hours. I have found that the biggest thing that for me that works with making me feel more awake during night shift is having that nap right before I go in. Because I tried, you know, the night before my night shift, I would stay up until 1 a.m. And then the next day, so today, I would be sleeping until about 11 a.m. And then at 11 a.m. I would wake up, do my routine, do my things, and then I would just take a 30-minute nap before I went in. That was terrible. I was so tired, I could not stay up. So really what matters is if I get a good nap before. So at least a 3-hour nap before my night shift, and that will set me up for success throughout the night. I'm still tired, but at least it makes me feel more alive, and it kind of makes my day feel like a morning when I wake up at 5 o'clock and I have to go in. It makes it kind of feel like a morning for me. So Oh, another thing that I'm gonna do right now is also get my stuff together for my night shift. My mom is off, she's a teacher, and she's off from school today, so she volunteered to make me my dinner, and then so I can pack it tonight. So, but usually that's what I'll do, is I'll like cook dinner for tonight, I'll meal prep, I'll put all my food together for tonight, and then I will also get like my scrubs out. That way when I wake up later, I don't have to like focus on getting all my things together, it's already there. I just have to get ready, and then I can kind of like process my night. I can read my book more, I can talk to Lincoln, like I can do those mundane things tonight, so it doesn't just feel like I'm waking up and going right to work. So that's kind of my routine, and I like it. It makes me feel like I actually do have a day before I go in tonight. The nap is a little odd just because it's in the middle of the day, but I have my blackout curtains, and that usually just makes me feel like it is pitch black outside, and I can usually get in a good 4 hours of sleep. That is about my routine, so I'm gonna be doing some laundry and all that, but that's about it. The guy that mows our lawn is currently mowing the lawn right now, and I'm about to go to sleep, so this is gonna be really interesting. I have a feeling I'm gonna be up for a little bit reading, but I am gonna just convert my room into my nighttime room, and I'm going to try to get some sleep. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Try to go to bed, try to sleep. Hopefully he'll be done soon, so I'm just gonna read until I can knock out. I don't know if this is even a good angle at all. I'm recording in 0.5, so you might just be able to see every single part of me right now. Okay, so I did not record anything of me waking up because I kind of woke up a little bit late, or I didn't wake up late. I woke up at 4:30, but I just laid in bed for a little bit because I was just honestly so tired. And I slept so good. I don't know what it is about that 3-hour nap, because I fell asleep at 1:30, so I only had 3 hours of sleep, but it felt like a full night's sleep. So I 100% recommend taking a long nap before you go in for your shifts because it just makes a big difference. So anyway, yeah, I woke up, I ate dinner, I packed my lunch for the rest of the night. Obviously I got ready, and then I like talked to my mom for a little bit, and then I went to Starbucks. I got a bunch of gift cards for Starbucks that are just loaded up into my app, and so every time that I've gone in for a Capstone shift, I have just used my gift cards to pay for a coffee every single time. And this coffee is the sole thing that gets me through a shift. I am someone that has a lower caffeine tolerance, so this will last me the entire night and it'll give me enough energy. So I'm very thankful for my Starbucks. My order, I get a grande iced blonde vanilla latte. Oh wait, no I don't, that's a lie. Okay, I get a grande iced blonde latte with oat milk, and then I put in 2 pumps of hazelnut syrup and 1 pump of brown sugar syrup. And it's so good. This is typically my order when I go to smaller coffee shops too, just because I think the syrups from smaller coffee shops are way better than the Starbucks ones. But then I also drink electrolytes. I put a packet of liquid IV into my water bottle and I just fill it up, and that's what I drink for my electrolytes for the night. Oh, also, I got this new gadget for night shifts because I cannot see at night, and like whenever I'm giving patients medications, doing IV things, I literally cannot see at all. And so I noticed a bunch of the nurses have these little lights. You literally just press a button and it lights up. And I was like, I need that. So I just ordered it on Amazon last week and I just got it. But also, I just love my badge, and there's something about badging into places that just make me feel so adult. I don't know why. I've just always seen, like growing up, I've just always seen people badge into doors and random things, and I just think that that's such an adult milestone. I don't know if that's just me, but I think it's so cool to like beep and the door opens for me. Like that's just so cool. I don't know why. Anyway, same with the parking garage. I just beep into the parking garage and it doesn't charge me and I can just go right in. Anyway, that was a little rant. I'm about to go to my night shift. I'll try to record throughout the night. I don't want to record anything about the hospital or anything like that. So I'll see you guys tonight. So it is about 11:30 and I'm eating my first little snack. I have these oats. My dad wrote that for me. It's so cute. These are overnight oats. I usually just have these, and then I have strawberries and blueberries. So here's the finished product. My preceptor and I got floated to another unit, so we're on a different unit today, and it's actually going really well. So I feel like I'm really getting the hang of things now. I got back from my night shift. I don't have much to say to you guys because I'm so tired. The one thing that I do need to tell you is my routine for after the hospital. I come home, disinfect everything, and I take a shower. So I just did that. And then I always will put on this Nage water sleeping mask. This stuff will make your skin feel so moisturized. So I have just woken up from my nap, my post night shift nap. The last clip, I don't even know who that was. I don't really remember taking that video. I was exhausted to say the least when I came home. I basically got right into bed. Like I showered, I put on some skincare, brushed my teeth, jumped into bed. I didn't eat anything. I literally was so tired. So I slept from 9 a.m. to about 1:30. It's about 2:30ish now. I have dressed because I'm going to a yoga class tonight. My computer is broken and I need to go repair that. So I'm gonna go to the Apple store and maybe do some book shopping, but usually I try to do things and get out this day. That way it still feels like a day and I'm not just like at home all day and then going right back to sleep, you know? So as far as caffeine is concerned, I will drink a little bit of caffeine today. Last week I accidentally drank too much on the night after my night shift and then I couldn't go to bed. So, and I want a good night's sleep tonight. So I'm just gonna drink like maybe half of an energy drink can, and then that should be good for the rest of the day. Guys, I just like feel like every time after my night shift happens, I just feel so bloated and disgusting. And I think it's because I am eating a lot during it, but it's not like I'm eating abnormally. What my eating schedule is I'll eat, it's like yesterday before my shift, I barely ate anything throughout the day. I just ate some toast and I ate some fruit and like a little granola bar. That's all I ate throughout the day of yesterday. And then once I woke up at 5 yesterday night before my shift, I ate a dinner, like a good meal, and then I went in. And then at midnight last night during my shift, I ate a bowl of overnight oats with fruit. And then at about 3 a.m., I ate some chicken with vegetables. And that's all I ate last night. But this morning I just feel so bloated and like, I don't know, and I've been feeling like this after every night shift. I just feel really bloated because I think it's just like my body's not used to eating at that time. Like it's supposed to be processing that, and I don't know. I think that's the worst part, is just figuring out when I need to eat because my body just feels so bloated when I get home. My body has been in fight or flight for the past few weeks, I feel like, because of this night shift and switching back and forth and not ever having a set schedule. It's just really messing with me. So if you guys are doing it, if you guys are beginning night shift, my heart goes out to you because I understand how hard it is. I really do. I get it now. You know, they would say night shift is hard, you know, it sucks, but I never really like fully understood. Now I get it. I'm in the trenches with you. I understand. So anyway, let's go have a day. Camera, this is Oliver. Say hi. So I went to Barnes & Noble to kill some time before my workout class. We did a really good workout and it was so nice. Like honestly, my muscles, yes, they were tired, but they was so good. It was so relaxing. And then I'm home, I took a shower, put on my eye patches. I'm gonna have a great night. I'm gonna just read my book and lay in bed. So I want to show you guys what I got from Barnes & Noble because I got a fun new book. I picked up Catching Fire. I have not read Hunger Games before, and I'm going to read it this year before the new movie comes out. I have thrifted all of my Hunger Games books. I found them all at half price books and at thrift stores. And so, but I have never ever been able to find Catching Fire. I don't know why, but I mean, I have found copies, but they're very like old, used copies that I didn't want to get. Whenever I thrift books, I always like to make sure that they're like in really good condition, if not new condition. So I just decided to buy this book at Barnes & Noble because I just knew I would be reading it. So it's like, it's okay. It's okay for me to spend the money because I'm going to be reading this book, so I'm not like wasting my money if I buy it, you know? But yeah, that is it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed following me along as a nursing student just trying to figure out night shift and kind of what has worked for me and what hasn't worked. And I hope you guys can get something out of this. Maybe you can try some of these things. And also, if you have done night shift for a while or have any tips, please let me know. Like, I need tips. I need tips on how to just live a better life while working nights, especially since I'm not full-time yet. I know once I do work full-time, it's going to be a lot harder for me to keep a home life. So please give me tips if you have any. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!